And the third one is Mr. Steve Suess. Mr. Suess, welcome. You'll have 3 minutes at the podium.
My concerns are in regards to an item that was set to come before the Justice Committee in its meeting this past month. Sheriff Lane later withdrew that item from the agenda, but I believe this issue will reappear again in some form before the committee in the near future. The item in question was an intergovernmental mutual aid agreement creating a law enforcement agreement between the county and the city of Bloomington, allowing the county to use BPD tactical resources if determined assistance was needed. I emailed the entire board with concerns prior to the Justice Committee meeting. I want to thank board members who responded and kept me in the loop. That includes Lizzie Johnston, Corey Byrne, and my own district representative, Jack Abraham. Here's some more information about my concerns regarding this item from both the civil liberties and county finances perspective. The language contained in the withdrawn agreement placed 0 restrictions on the use of what they called an Eagle team. The agreement placed the sole discretion on whether to use the Eagle team on the tactical commander or designee. While there may be isolated, extremely rare situations in which a tactical team would be necessary in the county, for example, a rural school shooting with no municipal police force, I have very serious concerns about how often and for what types of accused crimes this type of tactical team may be used for. I do not feel comfortable giving the sheriff, BPD chief, or the rest of the Eagle board, whatever it might end up being, the authority to respond to crimes with 0 checks or balances as to how they're deploying those taxpayer resources. When I asked Sheriff Lane about situations in which the Eagle team would be potentially used a few months ago at a McLean County Libertarian Party meeting, he suggested that the unit could be used to enforce many different potential crimes, falling well beneath the severity of the hypothetical instance that I mentioned earlier. Not only do I see such use of tactical teams as unnecessary, a display of power and intimidation by law enforcement in these circumstances, I also see the potential for misuse of public resources. With no restrictions on how often and for which crimes the team could be deployed, taxpayers are at the whim of a single individual's discretion as to when this unit could be deployed. Furthermore, in our conversation with Sheriff Lane, he noted that this was something that the department had wanted since he took the helm, but stopped short of saying that it was an absolute need. Codified law needs to have checks and balances. Any future iteration of this agreement should be very specifically laid out to say exactly how the Eagle team can and most importantly cannot be used. Even if you support the idea of using BPD's tactical resources in rural McLean County in extreme situations and want to see the Eagle agreement completed moving forward, I highly encourage you to press the sheriff on how and when this unit will be deployed and to have those parameters in writing prior to the agreement. My worries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Appreciate it, sir.